Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for coming along today as we take a flight across the Yellow Sea to link up with the girlfriend and her family for a road trip through their homeland of South Korea. After landing in Seoul, our first stop was Tongyeong. And the grandparents' digs were very similar to updated condos of the US. And it's the first time I had lived in this close proximity to an Asian family. Lucky for me, they had sign language on the TV. And their hospitality absolutely blew me away. Grandpa himself walked 2 kilometers each way to get ingredients for North Korean mung bean pancakes. Family gatherings were awesome, the food was great, and the party don't stop after round 1. And overall, it was a great start to our road trip that hadn't even begun. Our first stop was Gunsan, a seaside town about 1/2 the way down the west coast of South Korea. After 4 hours of sleep, 5 Asians, 1 Caucasian, 3 generations, and 3 couples packed into a car and began our journey south. After checking into the hotel, we drove a short distance to the Daejeon Islands, right off the southwest coast of Korea. It's truly breathtaking and an awesome experience, definitely something you have to hit when you're in Gunsan. So I had known Gunsan was known for their seafood, and my girlfriend and her family don't mess around. This Nakatomi-looking plaza also looks like an aquarium on the inside. This place was no joke, legit from head to toe. Once the elevator opens up, you're met with the awesome shoe storage and raised wooden platform that hints at the epicness that's to come. You're escorted to your private rooms, and note, the traditional table's height is very low. You'll either be on your knees or your butt for the best experience. And they ordered all kinds of glorious maritime dishes, most of which were very foreign to me, and some of them are ordered just for me, especially the writhing octopus tentacles, the sagnachi. The roasted oysters were a game changer, as was the corn. 2 hours later, we waxed it, and we had to head out for an early morning. After an AC-less evening, I was a little bit grumpy, but lucky for me, the parents organized to take us to this traditional, very old beef and radish soup restaurant. I love the architecture and the vibes just walking around, and as I was exploring, I found this epic gem from the 90s. It looks like a taster's choice automatic coffee machine. They had the coins provided for you. Oh, so you can get your goodies. Hey, I think it's ready. Oh, there it is, man. Right out of the 1990s. I love it. And of course, to go along with the coffee, you have for breakfast the raw garlic, the green chili, a little bit of this kimchified radish here, a gochujang, which you put into the soup and kind of adds a soy sauce flavor. It's super delicious. I can smell it from here. We had to get going to the next stop, which the ladies decided was for pastries. After breakfast, we headed out to the Gyeongam-dong Railway Tour. It's a 1-kilometer stretch of defunct railway that was used during the Japanese occupation from 1910 to 1945. It's an awesome place to walk and see some of Korea's older generational goodies. They have pictures, they have marketing and advertising, decorations from the area, all kinds of candies, snacks, and toys. Super relaxing and fun, and definitely something to check out when you're in Gunsan. So I think after 20 minutes we were finished, and then we were back on the road. And rest stops are super cool in Korea. Because usable land is so sparse, these stops have to have everything. Malls, markets, bathrooms, food, batting cages, and amazing claw games. For instance, check this out, man. You got a jungle hat, you got an 18-in-1 multi-tool, super bright LED, 4-in-1 flashlight with tire gauge, a gas lighter, a pedometer for your bike, electronic muscle massager, digital thermometer, apparently a hand massager for your face, and the CCTV security camera, mini heater, and most importantly, the magic saw. We got none of those, we didn't play it, but we did get some of these. The Hanu dog was absolutely amazing. And it's not 7-Eleven pre-made food. This place has an attendant that cooks these awesome monstrosities of goodness. The giant chicken skewers, these deep fried things, it's like KFC on a skewer. These sausages make Costco dogs ashamed of themselves. Everything we had was super delicious, super shareable. And one more noteworthy mention, inside they had these little kiosks that actually had warm coffee to go, which is just something I hadn't seen before. Really awesome. Back in the car we went and off to our next stop, which was Namhae, this small peninsula on the seaside. So Namhae is this beautiful, small, quaint peninsula town, and the city itself is actually built into the small city community right here. We were actually on our way to this grandma's makgeolli place for their seafood pancake. Turned out it wasn't very good, but we had to park high up on the hill and descend by foot because the streets were too narrow for most cars. Right outside of Namhae, they have this German town. I was, of course, the honorary mascot, being one of the few Caucasians in the area, but it was a great place to take pictures, read up on some history, have a beer, and just relax for a minute. Before leaving Namhae, you definitely have to check out the Boryam Hermitage. It's a Buddhist temple park with a hike together. And basically, you park at the bottom, you can get a tour bus and ride to the top, and the hike itself is not terribly long. It's got fairly gentle grades, good signs, I believe they have water and bathrooms, and once you get to the Hermitage, you'll understand why people take the jaunt. The views from the top are second to none and absolutely breathtaking. On our way over to Tongyeong, during a stop at a little restaurant, I recorded the bathroom because they had these small little slippers I couldn't fit and some toothbrushes. But the food was good, but too good. I got food poisoning and woke up in this hotel 12 hours later. That's all I remember of Tongyeong. We all decided to go and drive to get some North Korean noodles for our tummy before heading back to the grandparents' digs. They're chewy, sour, fantastic. Get them if you can. My tummy was great. The girlfriend got some cash for her padre, and off we headed to Seoul. But that is next week's video. Seoul's Itaewon and Sinsadong neighborhoods, and a visit to Korea's technologically designed city, Seongdo. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe for upcoming videos, and we'll talk to you soon.